briefing by the Eastern Cape Education Department has just concluded here in East London, where it says it is ready for the 2022 academic year. It says it has put all measures in place to ensure that this year is all smooth sailing, counting from stationary and COVID-19 compliance and even safety, amongst others. With me, I do have the HOD of the department, Umama Naledi Mbude. A very good morning to you, ma'am. You are saying that you are ready once again for this academic year. Why so much confidence?
I am confident because we've done the necessary preparations for 2022, despite the fact that there are disasters, there are storms, and there are also other challenges like your scholar transport, with the reduction of baseline of the fiscal baseline of the Department of Transport, and also the fact that there wasn't enough money in the department in 2021 for us to do the top-ups. We subsequently had requested the Treasury to step in, and the National Department of Education. It was approved in December. We got some funding from the budget appropriation, which we have used to procure the stationery. The deliveries are happening in schools, and we continue. But what is most important is that our schools in the Eastern Cape had benefited from the 1 billion injection in 2016. Now we have a 5-year cycle of books, so we know that because we have a 98% retrieval rate in the province, schools have textbooks. It's the top-ups that we are waiting for. So of the 1.6 million learners in the Eastern Cape, the top-ups are only 55,000 because that's the retrieval policy that we have of the department. So we are confident that despite the challenges that are there, we are going to be ready. We are ready for opening tomorrow.
Another challenge could be the recent floods. You mentioned that there are at least 94 schools who have been damaged by the floods, adding to your infrastructure woes once again. What's the plan in that regard?
It's 96 actually. That's the exact number today, because each night there's rain. More and more is accumulating. We have managed to assess 57 of them, giving us an estimation of about 166 million for those 57 that have been assessed by our quantity surveyors and works inspectors. Fortunately, the budget that we had from infrastructure, which was supposed to look at other things, we are redirecting it to the disasters because we want stability. We want those schools to be fixed soon. The most difficult thing about infrastructure is that you don't build something today and it's ready today. So the alternative arrangements we have made with our IGR structures of availing school libraries, halls and church halls, everybody is coming together to say maybe we can use this facility. There are only 3 schools in the Eastern Cape that have totally been damaged in the past 2 days. There are 3 of them, and the local structures, our district education forums have identified where those children will go for the 3 schools. Otherwise, the rest of the province, we have done the necessary preparations for them in the meantime.
Talking about readiness for this academic year, there is also a concern of maybe mushroom illegal schools who are not registered within the department. What do you say to those people who still have not been placed and will fall victim to schools that are illegal and not registered with the department?
One of the weaknesses that parents do is to move from one school to the other. The placement of learners, if we do the analysis and looking, these are children who are already in certain schools, who want other schools. Now, parental choice is a problem if it is not matched with placement in a particular school. Now, if we look at the province, we are seeing, in terms of learners who don't have schooling, it is about 289 of them. And the result, and the reason for that, it is because learners in the Kokama area had to cross over to a grade 10 class in the Western Cape, which we have stopped now. We have opened a school that is new for them, which will start in grade 10 tomorrow. So the preparations for that are that. Now, the issue of illegal schools, anyone who is registered in an illegal school compromises their opportunities to be part of the schooling system that can give credible results to them. The unit responsible for making sure that the registration of schools is up to date is dealing with those cases places where we are seeing this mushrooming of illegal schools, we will clamp them down. There is no space for illegal schools to just come up and mushroom and offer education that they know that will compromise and jeopardize the future of those children.
I can't leave you without asking you about the much anticipated metric results. During 2020, you received quite a drop, as you had hoped for, an 80% during that year. What's the plan this year? Are you eagerly awaiting? Have you put all your dots that there will be an improvement this year?
When I had to put the dots and say what am I thinking and what is my plan in terms of that, there is one area that I identified is the area of underperforming schools. I said I can't look at everything at the same time. This is a short year. We have grade 11s who didn't have a grade 11 because that they didn't have a formal examination. So we said let's go straight to an area that will make immediate improvement. For that reason, I'm confident that we'll improve, because the strategy was to go to all the underperforming schools, do the analysis of the results, and pinpoint per subject which teacher has been teaching what for how many years and why there is underperformance in that school. And these are schools that are called Section 58B schools, which perform below the 65% benchmark. And it has been my focus, and I've been going around the province for 6 months, making sure that we provide the necessary support for those schools. So I'm hoping that strategy worked, and I'm confident that because we've moved up, that huge number that was sitting in that group will definitely see an improvement. I'm hoping for the best, and we all wait for Thursday.
We'll all wait for Thursday indeed. I thank you so much for your time, and all the best for Thursday. Well, that was the HOD for the Eastern Cape Education Department, Dr. Naledi Mbude, saying that they are ready for this academic year and that they have placed everything in order so that it's all smooth sailing. She even touched on teachers, that they are all teachers. They are also addressing the issue of teacher shortages in the department.